Question one, external environmental forces for sports teams within the Niagara region. A way to look at external environmental forces for teams in the Niagara region can be done using a modified pestle analysis. So the six factors in pestle obviously are political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental, but I've decided to combine political and legal and bring in competition as does the textbook. So some political and legal factors our local and provincial governments may influence sports teams through funding, infrastructure development, or policies promoting physical activity. An example of this would be the Ontario government's support for community sports programs or funding for facilities like the Meridian Centre in St. Catharines and can directly impact the operations and visibility of local teams. And for legal agreements with players, sponsors, and venues must be managed carefully. So, for example, from the legal side, the Niagara Ice Dogs must ensure compliance with league regulations. An economic factor would be local businesses, such as tourism-related companies, which may sponsor teams or events, providing financial support. However, economic challenges for these businesses could reduce sponsorship opportunities. An example of this would be how the Niagara Ice Dogs are sponsored by hotels such as Heart of Niagara, Royal Henley, and Four Points by Sheridan in St. Catharines and Niagara. Some social factors would be the region's strong sense of community, which can be leveraged to build fan loyalty. Teams that engage in local events, school programs, or charity initiatives can strengthen their connection with the community. For example, the Niagara River Lions might offer family-friendly promotions to attract local residents. A technological factor are that teams can use platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to engage fans, promote games, and sell merchandise. For example, the Ice Dogs use social media to highlight player achievements and game highlights. This leads to an increase in marketing as by people seeing such things, it may tempt them to buy a jersey or a piece of merchandise to show their support. Competition factor is that sporting teams in the Niagara region may face competition from other local teams, leagues, and entertainment options. This could include rival teams in the same sport, as well as alternative forms of entertainment, such as concerts, theaters, and tourism attractions. For example, the Ice Dogs again compete not only they do not compete with any other OHL teams for fan attendance in the area, but they do compete with other local attractions such as Niagara Falls, wineries, or even a casino. And an environmental factor is Niagara's seasonal climate can impact outdoor sports and attendance. For example, the winter weather, when it gets cold, may affect attendance at outdoor events, while summer conditions could boost participation in outdoor activities like marathons and soccer. Question two, fan identification and increased fandom. So the three levels of fan identification are low identification, medium identification, and high identification. Low identification can be classified as social fans. Social fans have minimal emotional attachment to a team or sport, and they may watch games occasionally or follow major events, but they lack deep loyalty. An example to increase fandom would be the Niagara Ice Dogs offer promotional tickets, such as $5 student tickets, to attract casual fans who may not regularly follow the team. Medium identification are focused fans. Focused fans are more engaged than social fans and often follow a team or sport as part of their social identity. They may attend games with friends or family and enjoy the experience. An example of this is the Niagara River Lions enhance engagement through fan loyalty programs and interactive social media campaigns to strengthen connections with focused fans. And lastly, high identification are known as vested fans. Vested fans are deeply emotionally invested in a team or sport. They attend games regularly, purchase merchandise, and often identify strongly with the team's success or failure. An example of this is that, or a way to increase it is many F1 team supporters do not switch team to team, no matter how their team is doing. This loyalty can be fostered through exclusive benefits like VIP experiences, loyalty programs, or behind-the-scenes access. For example, F1 offers premium memberships that provide exclusive content and access to enhance the experience for vested fans. Question three, sports differing from other forms of entertainment. So the first difference is unpredictability and real-time engagement. So unlike movies or theaters where scripts dictate the storyline, sport events are unscripted, making them inherently unpredictable. For example, the Super Bowl can have different results every single time that it occurs, whereas a movie follows a fixed script each night that it plays. Um, The second thing is audience participation and interaction. Fans actively participate by cheering, chanting, or even influencing the game, which is known as home field advantage. For example, soccer fans at an Arsenal match can create an electric atmosphere with their chants and flags, whereas audience interaction is typically limited to applause or standing ovations at things such as concerts. For instance, at a Taylor Swift concert, fans may sing along but do not influence the performance. Third is physicality and athleticism. Sports involve physical exertion and competition, whereas concerts or operas focus on artistic performance. A Formula One race requires extreme athleticism and precision, while a Beyonce concert showcases vocal and choreographed talent without physical competition. Four is cultural and emotional connection. Sports often foster a sense of community and identity, especially with local or even national teams. For example, the Toronto Raptors 2019 NBA championship win united Canadians across the country in celebration. While movies and concerts also can evoke strong emotions, they are more individualistic and less tied to collective identity. For instance, a movie like The Avengers may inspire fans, but does not create the same communal pride. Fifth is regulated competition versus artistic expression. Sports are governed by strict rules and referees to ensure fair play, while movies and plays allow for creative freedom. A circus performance thrives on innovation and artistry, whereas a CFL game follows established rules and regulations. Lastly, is competition and rivalry. Competition is central to sports, with rivalries adding intensity and drama. For example, the rivalry between the Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees in baseball is a major draw for fans. These alternate forms of entertainment lack direct competition. For instance, a Shakespearean play like Romeo and Juliet focuses on storytelling rather than competition. Question 4. SWOT analysis breakdown and SWOT analysis for forward rejoining F1. SWOT analysis is a strategic planning tool that is used to evaluate the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats involved in a project, organization, or decision. It helps identify internal and external factors that can impact success. So the components of a SWOT analysis are strengths, which can be known as internal, and they are positive attributes or advantages that give an organization a competitive edge. Weaknesses, which are also internal, are limitations or disadvantages that hinder performance. Opportunities are external and are favorable external conditions that can leverage growth or success. And lastly, threats, which are also external, are external challenges or risks that could negatively affect performance. And the SWOT analysis for forward rejoining F1 with Red Bull Racing is the three strengths I came up with are brand legacy, partnership with Red Bull, and technological expertise. Three weaknesses are limited recent F1 experience, high cost, and dependence on Red Bull. Opportunities are marketing and brand exposure, sustainability leadership, and innovation transfer, and threats are intense competition, economic uncertainty, and regulatory changes. Question 5 are unique traits within the sporting industry. 5 unique traits within the sporting industry that other industries do not have are emotional attachment and loyalty, as fans often develop deep emotional connections to teams, athletes, or sports, leading to lifelong loyalty. This loyalty is stronger than in most other industries where consumer preferences can change quickly. For example, a fan of the Maple Leafs may support the team for decades regardless of performance, whereas a consumer may easily switch brands of clothing, electronics, or the type of music that they listen to. Unpredictability of outcomes is also another unique trait. The outcome of sporting events is uncertain and cannot be scripted, creating excitement and engagement. This unpredictability is a key driver of fan interest. So, for example, a surprise winner or podium in an F1 race that may impact the Drivers' Championship. For example, at Brazil, Max Verstappen, Esteban Ocon, and Pierre Gasly were on the podium, while Lando Norris finished sixth. These type of things keep fans very captivated when it comes to watching races again and again. A third unique trait is the creation of value. The value of a sporting event is created by both the participants, which are athletes and teams, and the audience, which can be fans. The atmosphere and energy generated by fans enhance the experience for everyone involved. An example of this is the 12th man effect in football, where fans supports influence the performance of the team and demonstrate how fans contribute to events' value. Fourth unique trait is perishability of the product. Sporting events are time-bound and cannot be stored or reused. Once the event is over, its value as a live experience is lost. An example of this is a live NBA game cannot be saved for later consumption in the same way a movie or music album can. This creates urgency for fans to attend or watch live. And lastly is dual markets. The sports industry operates in two interconnected markets: the event market, such as tickets and live attendance, and the broadcast market and merchandise market, such as TV rights, apparel, and sponsorships. Success in one market will drive success in another. So, for example, a successful team like the Golden State Warriors, which attracts large crowds to games, which is the event market, will help sell merchandise globally, which is such as the merchandise or apparel market. Question 6 is pink it or shrink it term and better catering to growing market segments. So the sports industry has moved beyond the outdated pink it and shrink it approach by focusing on authentic representation, inclusivity, and functionality. For example, women's leagues, the growth of leagues like the WNBA and WSL have provided more opportunities for women to engage as athletes and fans. What some teams can do to better cater to the growing female market is equal pay and investment, as there's an issue for female athletes and women's leagues still face significant pay disparities and underinvestment compared to men's sports. So the solution to this would be sports teams and organizations could advocate for equal pay and invest in more women's leagues, facilities, and marketing. Another one is diverse leadership roles, an issue that women remain underrepresented in leadership positions within sports organizations, such as coaching, management, and executive roles. A solution to this is teams could actively recruit and promote women into leadership roles to ensure diverse perspectives and inclusive decision making. Lastly, safe and inclusive environments. An issue is that many stadiums and sport facilities are not fully welcoming or safe for women, with issues like harassment and inadequate facilities. Solution to this is that teams could implement strict anti-harassment policies, provide gender-neutral facilities, and train staff to create inclusive environments. Question 7, basis for market segmentation. The first segmentation is demographic, segments based on variables such as age, gender, income, and education. For example, Adidas targets younger, urban, and middle-income males with their original streetwear line. Second segmentation is geographic. This divides markets based on regions, climates, and population densities. For example, the MLS teams market differently in cities like Los Angeles and Seattle versus smaller markets like Columbus. The third segmentation is psychographic. Segments based on personality, lifestyle, interests, and values. An example of this is Lululemon targets yoga and fitness enthusiasts who value mindfulness and well-being. The fourth segmentation is behavioral. This focuses on consumers' behavior such as buying patterns, product usage, and brand loyalty. For example, loyalty programs at NBA arenas offer discounts to season ticket holders who attend frequently. The fifth segmentation is benefit. Groups consumers based on the specific benefits they seek. So, for example, some fans want the social experience of a game, while others value premium seating and VIP experiences, prompting different marketing strategies for those. The sixth segmentation is occasional. This divides the market based on occasions like holidays or specific events. For example, Super Bowl ads are tailored specifically for one-time events, targeting viewers who may not regularly watch sports but tune in for the occasion. Question 8 is the diversion from everyday life factor and attracting fan attendance. So the definition is the diversion from everyday life factor refers to the use of sports as a way to escape from the stress of daily life. For example, my favorite team, the Maple Leafs, capitalizes this by offering exciting pregame experiences that attract fans seeking a break from their daily routine. Second is the impact on fan attendance. Teams use promotions such as discounted tickets for weekday games, making it easy for fans to attend after work, giving them a way to unwind. And thirdly, my favorite team strategy is that the Maple Leafs often create themed nights like Retro Jersey Night to provide fans with a special engaging experience that helps them disconnect from everyday life. And for the two bonus questions, my favorite part of the class so far is that when the guest speaker we had came in to help with understanding reflective writing to a deeper level. It helped with understanding the final assignment more, which will in turn help with not only getting a better mark, but also becoming a better reflective writer. And so for my least favorite part of the class is the use of video submissions. It's not something that I've done often before in my schooling career, so it takes some getting used to for both this assignment and for the vodcast submission as well. Thank you.